20 FAQs. Today I'm going to be answering 20 frequently asked questions. Thank you guys so much for your comments on Instagram, TikTok. I have all of your questions in a list, in a file, and I'm gonna start answering them one by one. If you have any other questions about me, about dance, make sure you drop them in the comments section and I will definitely make another Q&A video. So number one, how do you pronounce your name? Eureka. Or if you pronounce it in Japanese, it would be Yurika. But usually if I'm in the United States or outside of Japan, when I say Yurika, people have a harder time pronouncing the name and I'll hear Yukika, Yutika, Yukiko, and I'm just like, okay, it's Eureka. Like, Eureka, I found it. So you can call me Eureka. Number two, where do you live? My home is in New York City, in Manhattan, but right now I'm actually in Washington, D.C. I'm gonna be here for 1 month. Three, how old are you? Let's just keep this one. It's not a secret, but I usually just don't. I never always like to tell people my age probably since I turned 18. When I turned 18, I was like, okay, I'm not really celebrating any more birthdays, but I'll ask you a question. How old do you think I am? Okay, next question. Number four, when is your birthday? My birthday is March 18th, and so that means I'm a Pisces. Number five, when did you start dancing? I started dancing when I was 5 years old in New Jersey, because that's where I was raised. I started at a ballet studio called Irene Fokines, and it was a great school. I really loved Miss Fokine. Sadly, she did pass away. She was a great teacher. Number six, why did you start dancing? I started dancing because of my mother. My mother had always dreamed of doing ballet ever since she was a little girl, but never had the opportunity to go into dancing, especially because back then, you know, it's so much harder to access good ballet classes. It was such a rarity to be able to take ballet classes back then. She always wanted to be a dancer, and she saw that I was very active, so she put me into dancing. Me and my sister both, actually. And then when I started, I just absolutely loved it, especially how competitive I am. I just really liked the competitive aspect of dance. Number seven, are you with a company? I am a freelance dancer. I'm not specifically with one company. I'll do a performance here and there with one company and gigs here and there. I also have a lot of different passions outside of being a dancer, so I really enjoy having multiple different jobs. Number eight, how long have you been teaching? I have been teaching I've assistant taught since I was in middle school, so maybe like 13, 14, I was assistant teaching, but the first time that I was actually getting paid was probably when I was 17. Number nine is, what is your favorite dance style? I love all different dance styles. To do ballet is my favorite. I also love character dance. I just really love to watch different kind of folk dances, traditional dances from all over the world. Number 10 is, when did you start Pointe? I started Pointe when I was 8 years old. It might be a little bit earlier than what is recommended. I will go into detail about the age to start on Pointe in another video. If you have any questions about that, make sure you drop them in the comment section. Number 11, what is your favorite ballet? My favorite ballets, I have so many, but usually basically all the classical ballets I love, like Giselle and Corsair. Those are probably my favorites. Number 12 is, what is your favorite food? Oh, I get asked this question so many times, actually. Japanese food is my favorite, all-time favorite. Anything Japanese food, I love it so much because, first of all, it's so flavorful, super healthy. It reminds me of home, and it just sits well with my stomach. I love cooking Japanese food as well. Every day I have a pack of fermented soybeans. I know you probably haven't heard of it before. It's called natto, and it's just full of so many nutrients, and I love having a pack of fermented soybeans every day. Number 13 is, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is white and gold and beigey pink. 14 is, how tall are you? Oh, I get this question a lot too. A lot of people say that I look taller than I really am when I tell them my real height. And I am actually not even 5'1". I'm like 5'0" and maybe 3/4, right under 5'1". But in my resume, I did always write 5'2" or 5'3". I used to. Well, in my defense, I actually thought I was 5'2", but I measured myself like a month ago and I was wrong. Number 15, how do you stay in shape? Ballet classes every day. Also, whenever I go anywhere, I do a lot of walking. It's kind of how my lifestyle has been. Wherever I'm in, I'm usually in a bigger city where there's more public transportation, so I always take the train, walk a bunch of blocks. I'm constantly moving around, and before the pandemic, I used to always go to the gym every day. When I'm watching Netflix at night, I might be stretching or exercising while I'm watching. Number 16, are you naturally flexible? The answer is no, not at all. I was not the flexible girl. Definitely had to work for it. I'll talk about my crazy stretching routine that I had when I was younger, a student. If you want to know about it, let me know in the comments. Number 17, have you ever been injured? I have been injured before. I've had stress fractures in both of my feet, a meniscus tear in both of my knees. I've had like ankle sprains and like twisted my ankle, strained my ankle here and there. I think that was just my left ankle that repeatedly was happening to. Number 18, what is your favorite stretch? My favorite stretch is maybe over splits, doing just like straddles, splits on the wall or just like on the floor and kind of like this. 19, are you vegan? I am actually not vegan. There was a point in time where I was, but recently it's not that I eat that much meat anyways. Maybe I'll have it for like super special occasions. Usually I just like to have like tofu, or I'll have fish, like shrimp or salmon here and there. But I'm very specific about, you know, what kind of fish or meat I put into my body. So usually it has to be something that is caught in the wild and not farm raised. And like for milk and stuff, I don't drink milk. I always have almond milk or oat milk. Number 20, what Pointe shoes do you wear? Right now I'm wearing Gainers and also Capezio Phoenix shoe. And for ballet shoes, I wear the Juliet Canvas ballet slipper by Capezio. Let me know if you have any questions for me, not just about me, but dance in general. Thank you guys so much for your comments on Instagram, TikTok. I have all of your questions in a list, in a file, and I'm gonna start answering them one by one. So keep an eye out for the next Q&A. Any other questions you want me to add, make sure you write them in the comments section, and I'll see you next time. Bye.